All right, you guys, hello and welcome back to another video. So in this chapter, we will be covering trucks and trailers, okay? And before we dive in, I just want to put out there, this will not, so we're going to cover different trailer types, we're going to cover trucks. We will not be going into specifics such as weight and or lengths. We will talk about them briefly. But there will be a separate chapter that will cover things like legal links and weight and permits and all that type of stuff, okay? Primarily, this chapter is dedicated specifically to going over the type of trailers, what type of commodities they haul, and things of that nature, okay? So I just want to put that disclaimer out there before we get started. But with that, let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what exactly is a freight truck. Okay, I know it may seem kind of obvious for some, but for others, maybe we just want to get into the details of that a little bit, the specifics. So a freight truck is a powerful, specialized vehicle that transports goods from one place to another. All freight trucks have two major components. They have the truck tractor, which is in the front, okay? And this is where the engine and the cab are located. And then they have a trailer, okay, which is the big thing on the back where the freight is stored, okay? And let's talk quickly about cabs, okay? The truck tractor part. There are two types of cabs. You have a day cab and you have a sleeper cab. And I just want you guys to understand the difference. A day cab, what you see here, is used for primarily local work. You know, if you're going to transport something locally, it's going to take maybe an hour or so, no more than what would be considered a full hour workday, maybe 5 to 8 hours, something like that. That is what you would use a day cab for. Now, sleeper cabs are for truckers that are obviously putting in more hours in or going further distances. This would be called over the road drivers, okay? And I want you to notice the difference between these cabs. If you look here, you notice that this cab is a little longer in length than this one over here, right? This cab is extended. The reason for that extension is in this section of the cab is what is considered the sleeper area of the cab. It's a nice little size, roomy space that has a bed. It has bedding in there. Okay, and it also has curtains. You know, some drivers suit their cabs up, make them look really nice, put these curtains up, and all type of stuff. And it basically separates the driving portion of the cab. Okay, it's what divides the driving portion of the cab from the sleeping portion. Those curtains. Okay, so you may have curtains going across like this, and you may have some going across this way because this is a little window section. So yeah, I want you to understand the difference between these two. Day cabs are used for local work, okay, and for short runs. Sleeper cabs are used for heavy duty, long term, or extended driving times, driving hours over the road, okay, which is going to require you to need somewhere to sleep. Obviously, you wouldn't want to be taking a load from Dallas to Atlanta in a day cab because what's going to happen when you get tired and you need to rest? You have nowhere to go unless you're going to be paying out of pocket for hotel rooms or things like that, okay? Which obviously a driver does not want to do because every dollar counts. So that is why they have sleeper cabs so that when the driver is done driving for that day, he can head on over to a truck stop and retire here in his sleeper cab quarters, okay? So I want you guys to understand the difference. So, we are going to be talking about the 6 most common types of trailers and what they haul. Okay? So, first off, we have dry vans. Okay? We'll be discussing those. We also will go over flatbeds. We will discuss reefer trucks, reefer trailers. We'll be talking about tankers. We will also discuss step decks. And last but not least, we will be talking about RGNs, okay, which are also called, or which is short for removable gooseneck trailers. All right, so Let's get into it. First one we're going to talk about is dry van trailers. Okay, so a dry van is a type of semi-truck with a non-temperature regulated or controlled trailer. A dry van is fully enclosed with four walls and a roof, protecting goods from the elements of Mother Nature, such as rain, hail, snow, sleet, all the above. Okay, typically, dry van trailers are 48 or 53 feet long, and they can carry a wide variety of freight, including but not limited to clothing items, non-perishable food products, non-perishable beverage products, consumer goods, retail products, furniture, household goods, electronics, plastics, rubbers, and fertilizers. Okay, and so this is what a drive-in trailer would look like, guys. Okay, you see, it is a somewhat of a would be a box truck. Okay, it's boxed in. Okay, and this one is 53 feet in length. It's yes, it is backwards. Okay, haha. I turned it the other way for um uh demonstration purposes. Okay, so that I had room to show you this, which is the inside of what the trailer would look like. Okay. So yeah, this is what a drive-in trailer would look like, okay? Let's go on to the next trailer. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is a reefer trailer. So reefer trailers or refrigerated trailers are used for transporting perishable goods, okay? Things that can expire if they are not kept in climate controlled environments, okay? Examples include, but are not limited to, fresh produce, meat, dairy products, even medical supplies, okay? Refrigerated trailers have insulated containers to keep the cargo cool while in transit. In transit, also ranging in 48 to 53 feet in length. Okay, so this is what a reefer truck would look like. Now, if you notice right here, this is the refrigerator, okay, or the freezer, whatever you want to call it. This is the section that comes with these type of trailers in order to keep the commodity inside of the trailer at a cool temperature, okay? And similar to the drive-in trailers, this is what they look like on the inside, okay? And this is the freezer section that you see here. This is what you see in the back here. That's blowing that air to keep everything nice and cool inside of that trailer. Okay? So that is what a reefer trailer is. Let's go on to the next one.